Hi, this is the Human Operating System time. This channel is for education and technology only. So if we read the news, we watch the news, we read the articles these days, we know that the year 2020, which is now, is actually the beginning of a new era. And here on, we are not going to live like before year 2020 anymore. Things will be more efficient, more improved, and more effective, and things will get better. Now, the question is, will the Wing Chun practice or traditional Chinese martial art practice or Qigong practice get better, get more effective, more efficient, get result fast? Because the world has changed. Well, the answer is absolutely yes. So what happened is, 2 months ago, I released the Wing Chun Inception, which I mapped the ancient traditional Chinese martial art, which including Qigong, into modern sports science. So I present the H model, the heart rate model there, where you map the ancient to the modern. And then I further many times explain in this channel that one can actually track their training development with the modern scientific variable. So be it in the Qigong for recovery or to the fighting training, we can track that. So after that, many of our friends, be it in Wing Chun, in traditional Chinese martial art, in Qigong, around the world, have went and following the H model, getting the devices and test it out. So up to today, I have already got many messages around the world, from Asia, from Europe, from America, from our friend who is helping in the social helping group, because at this time people need to get into recovery, exercise, and also the senior Sifu in traditional Chinese martial arts or the Wing Chun or Qigong. So they have tried out, they have tested out, experimented out, and then they have now adapt to use the H model with the devices to get very good result. Those who want to relax and recover or nurture Qi in Qigong, as described in this book, the N1 process, one can get result, and it's spread out to even the social support group. It's so simple that people can just learn it and do it and get it. So it can be tracked and measured. Same thing with the martial artists. The martial art Sifu can go test out the physiological state and the force or the inputs they can generate with devices, as I share in this map, okay, in the previous video. So right now we have the game changer for Wing Chun traditional Chinese martial art, and Qigong. The age model and this is the game changer. These gadgets actually let us see, have the insight on our training, our performance, where we are. And we know where we are based on the age model in the Wing Chun Inception book. So here on, there will be no more this forever of wishing, guessing, and suppose, or I think it's so, I interpret it so. It is not that way anymore. After 2020 or after this today, this is the game changer. It tells us where we are exactly, and it helps us to protect ourselves. Why? When we start to train martial arts, we need to know our physiological state. So with this gadget, we know where we are. If our heart rate is very high, usually, then we need to train the nurture qi or the xing qi instead of going right away to the anaerobic, to fighting, impulse momentum handling, because the body cannot take it. If we practicing Qigong, then we will have to expect that, we can expect that the heart rate drop, the SpO2 is rising, because that is what is supposed to be. We need to get the result. It cannot be, I wish so, I guess so, it's supposed to be so, but nobody knows where we are. So here on, we know things for sure, whether that thing works or not, whether our training is getting result or not, we know. And then because we know this, we can develop things properly and get result in hours. You just read my say for example the comments in say in the Wing Chun Qigong or the Yi Kamyangma video, which is improving the lower abs breathing and so forth in the past few days. You can see the comment that how people practice that and get it within minutes. The Yi Kamyangma is not spending a lifetime to guess what is the Wing Chun stance. One can get into the lower abs breathing or the xing qi to dantian in minutes. It's not a lifetime of guessing. Okay, and if you are in the Facebook group, you can see how people share their SpO2 and their heart rate and or VO2 max, where that now they know where they are, and they know what they're supposed to do or not supposed to do from the sport science. Okay, so I'm going to put this under here. You look at it again. This chart under here, which is getting out from this thing, derived from the H model here. So I put more picture and the gadget in here, under this video, the link under this video. You look at it, okay? That is how it will change and shape the post 2020 era of Wing Chun, traditional Chinese martial art, Qigong. Because the world is getting better. It is a different era now. So one can go, like for example, if I go to start a martial art school, The teacher can get me to track my heart rate and so forth, SpO2 and so forth, and decide where he want to teach me, or which type of techniques he want to teach me, or which kind of training. So either it is in the Qigong side to nurture Qi first, or I can go up to the fighting. And if I training in certain thing in Qigong, then do I get result? It can be tracked. If I train in the anaerobic or in the fighting full accelerated impulse momentum handling, then it can always keeping checking the body whether the body need to rest or not. Because we know that if we overtrain, then it's not good for the body. We need to go down to the Qigong state for recovery. So this is to share with you that right now we have scientific proof. We have tools to move into year 2020 and beyond. Okay? So you can get this, in the lower cost, the pulse oximeter to check the SpO2, to check the heart rate before and after the training, to see the result and to see one's state. And one can get this more expensive to track one's daily physiological state and so forth. So we can see that after 2020, this is how it will go. And also, traditional Chinese martial art book or Qigong book will no longer belong to like today's philosophy base. Like we're talking about what, and then we talk about the Chinese history, which grandmaster say what. It will shift into the presentations of if one do this, what is one supposed to see, or what can one expect to see from the sport science measurement for the heart rate and SpO2, VO2 max. Okay, and one also, the book will also state that prior to training, check the heart rate, the SpO2 to make sure whether one should get into that training or not. And of course, when one learn a skill or a type of Kung Fu or process, then one be able to know whether one really get it or not, based on, again, the scientific measurement. And also one can test out whether that type of the practice is actually can deliver what it claims or not with this. So that is the game changer. Once we map the ancient into today's sport science, and we be able to verify with this, we no longer live in the past. So all the books and the instructions or the online class will shift. That if you do this E.G. Kamyongma, you check your heart rate and SpO2 before that, and after that, you see, will it improve? Those type of stuff. No longer that, I learned this from Grandmaster Hendrik. And then this is for sure it works. There's the wishing, there's the guessing, and there's suppose. And really, the title Grandmaster Hendrik means nothing. What it means, something is like you read in the comment of the Wing Chun Qigong or the E.G. Kamyongma to improve, or Wing Chun stand to improve the VO2 max comment in the under the video, that people can get it within 15 minutes. And even people who have no idea of Wing Chun can go to practice this N1 here and get into the state of recovery. That's nurture Qi. In ancient Chinese, it's called nurture Qi, and in today's language, we call it deep recovery. So this is to share with you. It is a beginning, a new beginning. And this is good. All this thing is good. Why? Keep us honest, keep us practical and pragmatic. And we can drop whatever it is not good for ourselves, or don't do anything, just wasting time. So this is to share with you today.